Caster.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Greg, this is one that the defensive coordinators have had a long week because these quarterbacks, you can prepare and prepare for them, but because of their legs, you never know what they're going to do.
And when the play breaks down, I think that's where the real fun begins. I mean, it is just so hard. You mentioned it. These defensive coordinators, they spend all week, and every time the ball is snapped, you really have to defend two plays. And what I mean is you defend the initial play that's called by the offense in the huddle, and then you also have to defend the scramble play, the breakdown, the improv. That's what makes these quarterbacks so dangerous, and it just takes one breakdown defensively for a big play, and it's 6.
This will be returned from the 6. And not much doing on this return. Good coverage. They're going to stop him in his tracks right at the 15-yard line. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
This one complete to Bateman. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. It's the tight end Likely in motion. 2nd down, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrew. 15-yard pickup there. First down, Baltimore.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Jackson out of the pistol. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. It's second down.
DC, ready? Hey, Alpha, sit hot! Sit hot!
Again, it's Jackson. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
On third down, Jackson. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time, and leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm, being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down, but in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield, and there does come some danger when you throw back across, but in this case, it's a big completion.
He's going to keep it in, and he will score. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
And now, after that opening touchdown, the offense is going to stay out and go for two. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And he will take it in and tack on the 2 points to make it 8-0.
You just have to find a way defensively to step up there and get a stop. It's one thing to give up 6. You allow a touchdown, but now dig deep, man. Get a stop. Looked like there was some confusion, and offense is going to come away with 8.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. They're going to be back up now to start this drive. The Ravens offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll need to get something positive going right away here. Ball starts inside their own 1-yard line. Oh, no. That is not going to work out at all. That will be a safety. And that is the last thing you want to do, Greg. When you have the ball on offense in your hands and the other team gets points, it is 2 with a safety there.
And it's really a rare play in the NFL, Mike. We just don't see it very often. So anytime a defense gets the run off the field celebrating, getting an easy 2 points, they'll take it.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team. Automatic first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On 1st and 10, Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Andrews is able to pick up that 1st down, and it's just so nice to see him back on the field. He had that brutal leg injury a year ago. He had over 500 yards in just 10 games, so the production is still there. He's always going to be one of Lamar Jackson's favorite targets, and I can tell you what, they're excited to have him back in the lineup.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews.
Offside. Defense. Still 2nd down.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Bateman is the motion man. Play action now. Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target.
And he will take it in himself. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can.
Now, how about this? It's a fake. And this is not going to come close to fooling anyone. Hard to believe they thought that would work. It didn't, and they get nothing on the extra point. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. And it's a poor kick here. Doesn't even make the landing zone. So that means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line.
Kicking team.
A pair of 1st downs gives them 1st and 10 up at the 40. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. When that last possession results in the pick, you'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball. Find easier completions. Find the...
And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now Hurts. Oh, a loose football. It appeared that an Eagle was able to get his hands on it. And indeed, the signal, Philadelphia will hold on to possession. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times. And I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged the bullet.
Oh, not a good throw there. That's across his body. It's intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
The Ravens offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10.
Forward. 180.
Bateman is the motion man. A 1st down throw for Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
180. Sit up.
Jackson looking to throw. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Still 1st down.
Forward.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. In motion comes Andrews.
Sit up.
On play action, here's Jackson. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take over once again, this time at their own 8-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Hurts. He finds Jahan Dotson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 20.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You just saw a great example of it here.
He's going to tuck it and go.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Now a man who made the move inside the division. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Once again, it's Barkley. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Man in motion is Smith. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. Here's a handoff to Barkley. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
It's been a really nice drive they've been able to put together, Mike, and I think the key word is balance. Not having to rely too heavily on either the run or the pass. Continue to mix it up, going back and forth. Keep the defense off balance. A lot of success.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Taking off. He'll try to get the... He is in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles are able to extend the lead. It's now 17-6. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Now, deep ball for Bateman. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play there for Baltimore. 33 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Encroachment, defense. Still first down.
Sit on. Right on.
Pistol formation with Jackson. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than...
And he's into the end zone. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so that's whistled dead, and the ball gets placed at the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Man in motion is Smith. On first and 10, it's Hurts. Open man, downfield, he's got his tight end, Goddard. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
From the 39, here's a first and 10.
No touch that. No touch.
A run up the middle with Barkley. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed, and he's tracked down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Great, set.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down. Hurts will work here from the pistol. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. So, not quite first and goal. It's first and 10. They're pretty close. And he'll take this down to about the 7. They'll run it here with Saquon. Hard running, close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. They'll run with Barkley. Powering forward. He's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. So on third and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on fourth down. Taking care of it on the third down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Now Hurts and the Eagles will try the two-point conversion. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Short kick taken just inside the 20. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
One more, ready? Alpha, sit on. 180.
In motion comes Andrews.
Sit on.
Jackson now to throw on foot. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
By Jordan Davis. It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 23-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
180.
And the pistol, Jackson ready. That is left side and caught by Flowers.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
And they're going to get to him. He is sacked. There is a penalty marker on the field. Let's check the call first.
Automatic first down.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Aguilar goes off in motion. On 1st and 10, Jackson. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Jackson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And this one's going to be downed inside the 20-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. A pistol snap back to Hurts. He was looking for his tight end Dallas Goedert that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls.
And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do. They'll begin with the football in the red zone already as the defense has their back to the wall to start this drive. Here's 1st and 10.
180.
In motion comes Andrews. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Bateman is the motion man. Jackson now on 2nd down. And he's in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Extra point try now for Tucker. Oh, and now look at this. It's a fake. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
I just can't wrap my head around that decision, Mike. I mean, think about it this way. If you want to go for 2, by bringing your extra point unit on, you have to snap the ball from the 15. If you keep your offense on the field to go for 2, you get to snap the ball from the 2-yard line.
And that's going to be short, not making it to the landing zone. So this means the
Free
ball's
kick out
going to
of
come
bounds.
out to the
Kicking
40-yard line. Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
A 2nd down throw for Hurts. Open man downfield is Brown. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Barkley. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pack.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. It is picked off by the rookie safety.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Bateman is the motion man. Off the play fake. Jackson. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
So we've hit halftime, and it's the visitors, the Eagles, out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime reports. Here, it was the always dangerous Saquon Barkley with the impressive first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll let this go for Goddard. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and we'll try to sustain it here down the stretch. First and 10.
180.
Bateman is the motion man.
Shot.
Play action now. Jackson. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete. Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete. So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
On 4th down, here comes Justin Tucker for the Ravens. Oh, look at this. It's a fake. And this is not going to get it done. Not even close to picking up the first down. And they will turn it over on downs.
Points are so hard to come by in this league, Mike. I understand the notion that teams don't like settling for field goals. When you're down this close to the end zone, they want to come away with 6. And if that's the case, let your offense stay on the field on 4th down. If not, let your field goal unit kick the field goal.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
He's going to air this one out looking for Dotson.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
The home team's offense ready to get back at it. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10.
180.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. On play action, here's Jackson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
2nd down, Jackson. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else. There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot. Sit hot.
To the air one more time with Jackson. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. This is a really popular concept on 3rd down. It's good versus man, it's good versus zone. They call it mesh routes or drag routes. They want to create some traffic in the middle of the field and pop the receiver out the backside of the defense. To give credit to the defense.
Now, how about this? It's a fake. And this is not going to get it done. Not even close to picking up the 1st down. And they will turn it over on downs.
I know, Mike. It's easy to sit here and second-guess all of these decisions, but I find myself leaning towards just take the points. And if you are that committed to going for it on 4th down because you want 6, then just leave your offense on the field.
Great, set.
On first down, it's Hurts. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to
Saquon Barkley. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
And now, after the big play, got to cut that celebration short because they're going to stay out and go for two. And he's going to go down, but there is a penalty marker there. May have jumped the snap just a bit. So let's try this again. They come to the line to go for two. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete, but hold on. There is a flag down. Let's see what we've got.
Defense.
So let's try this again. They come to the line to go for two. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That one batted away and incomplete. Good work there defensively. The try for two does not work. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
Don't worry. Not. Shot.
Here's Jackson. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of spark.
Jackson on target to Flowers, and it's a Baltimore 1st down. It's the tight end Likely in motion. A 1st down throw for Jackson. He'll go right back to Flowers. Oh, yeah. And he will score. Jay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Point after now from Tucker. The kick is good. And the Ravens have cut the deficit to 5. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. And this has been a game to forget so far. You start to wonder, how long do you stay with a guy when he's thrown pick after pick after pick? It has been a long game at the quarterback position. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Taking off. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. Kyle Hamilton, the former Notre Dame. able to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 9.
No touch it. No touch.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Now he takes off. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of a defense, and we saw it again here.
No touch it. No touch it.
Hurts working in the pistol. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
And on a possession where the offense really had their way on the ground, they got to kind of go back to the drawing board and say, is it worth putting the ball in the air? Yes, we want to generate points. We want to push the ball downfield, but none of that matters if you're going to keep turning the ball over.
The home team's offense and receiver Zay Flowers heading back onto the field. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. Open man, that's Flowers. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Quick, ready? 180.
Aguilar goes off in motion. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. What a way to start this drive. A second big play. This one for 22.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Jackson now to throw on first down. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag down. It looked
Offside.
like someone
Defense.
was across early.
Still first down.
DC, ready? 180. Shot.
From the gun, Jackson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
180.
Bateman is the motion man. Jackson up top again. That one taken in. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on 2 more.
180.
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They
Offside.
stop him short. No
Defense.
gain. So let's try this again. They come to the line to go for 2. Throwing Jackson. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2.
Anytime you fail on a 2-point try, there's always going to be second guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. The deficit is 1, as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Running from the pistol with Barkley. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. The last run going to put him up over 100 yards for this one. They run out of the gun with Barkley. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's a handoff to Barkley running left. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Hurts to throw. Now a loose football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
After these kind of plays, Mike, you just wish the sideline was a mile away, because you know when you get there, you are going to catch an earful. They stress all week, ball carriers. We have to protect the ball. In this case, it doesn't result in a turnover, but the lost yardage now brings up 4th down. These are drive killers.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway.
Oh, and now look at this. It's a fake. And he is going backwards. Good coverage there. to make sure he did not get free.
I'm sure the coach wishes he could have just called a timeout, because from the moment they lined up in that punt formation, the defense was expecting fake. There was nowhere to go. That play was dead from the jump, and that's a big turn of events here in this one.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is Hurts. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. Oh, he gets it right back. Well, the pressure was on there, and they do get him for the sack. Almost got a turnover out of it as well, Greg. Fortunate to keep possession.
Really fortunate, Mike. That ball ended up kind of bouncing back into a spot where the quarterback was able to fall on it, but you mentioned it. That play was very close to being a complete disaster for the offense.
On 2nd down, Barkley. Oh, and he's shedding tacklers left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8.
And what's that one thing you hear from coaches all the time, Mike, right? Finish strong, and he's doing just that. His numbers here in this one, they have been terrific. But he's going to give you a full 4 quarters, and I think at this point in the game, he knows there's even more yards to be had.
Good job on the ground to pick it up. Mark it at the 38, move those chains. 1st down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch, found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line. On 2nd down, Hurts. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Bateman is the motion man. On 1st and 10, Jackson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
This one complete to Bateman. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Hey, Alpha, sit on! Sit on!
Lamar going to work from the pistol. And this is incomplete, but it looked like that defender got a head
Offside.
start. Let's
Defense.
check the call.
Still 1st down.
Let's go. Sit on!
Aguilar goes off in motion. Back to throw, Jackson. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The Eagles offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of him, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price. This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. They'll come up now for second down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Now, on second and long.
Set.
They'll drop to throw. A throw on the run is complete. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down coming up. They come to the line needing 6 yards for a first down. Putting the tight end in motion. Here comes Barkley.
Offside. Defense. Still third down.
Crowd noise rises. Big play here. Third and 1. Now Barkley trying to drive his way forward. I think he is short, and he is. That means fourth down coming up.
Well, that third down stop sets up a big conversation on this sideline of the offense, Mike. You find yourself in fourth and short, but you're trailing. I think at this stage here in the fourth quarter, I got to send my kicking unit on, take the lead, and hopefully my defense can continue to get stops to pull this game out.
And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a fourth down, fourth quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs. It's the tight end Likely in motion. They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's trying to get upfield but cannot do it. Knocked backwards to the 2. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll go again here with Henry. And nothing doing there. Might get it out to the 2, but that's all. Third and long. They're going to go right back to Henry.
7-yard line. A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Ravens bring their punt team out as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. Here's 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. And that'll be knocked down. It's incomplete, but it might not matter.
Offside.
Let's check
Defense.
on this penalty.
Still 1st down.
So after the penalty, a break as they now have 1st and 5. Now Hurts. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And the Ravens are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win here for the Ravens. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball and matching each other point for point. In the end, a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.